You know what I just noticed? My FN collection has the most FDE pistols. FDE is really not my thing because they get dirty so quickly. But as I'm noticing, I have 3 out of 5 FN FDE pistols, which is not a bad thing. So with that being said, yo gang, y'all already know when I am in the workshop, I am bringing y'all some good stuff. So today we're gonna talk about my $22,000 FN collection. $22,000, yo, you only have 5 pistols up there. Yes, it gets better. So with that being said, how y'all doing today? Y'all good? I am great, thank you so much for asking. So let's go into number 1. Now, number 1, quick clear check, is this little pistol here. The FN 502 Tactical, chambered in .22. Now, I had a difficult time with this firearm in the beginning. Excuse me. As you guys should know or may not know, the FN firearms, the majority, if not all of them, have active AMB magazine releases. So what does that mean? It means that the magazine release works for a left-handed shooter, right-handed shooter. You don't have to change anything. Straight out of the box or bag, whatever, it's ready to go for either handed shooter. So with the additional weight in the magazine is clear. When I met my hands to, go ahead and, get my groove on and actually taking shots with the firearm, the magazine was falling out. It's not falling out right now because there's no additional weight in the magazine. So when I put the pressure on the grip, my middle finger, which is my finger that kind of grips right underneath the trigger guard, where the magazine release is, was causing, it was activating it and causing the magazine to fall out. So I would stance, shoot, couple shoots out, boom, the magazine would fall. Did not realize or understand what was happening at that point, became very frustrated and was ready to just chuck the whole pistol until I realized and understood, well, yo, it's your grip. Try not to hover over the magazine release on the right side. And because it is a .22, you really don't have to choke it to, really get those shots out. So once I figured that out, I had a better experience at the range. So this is that FN 502 Tactical. That's number 1. Number 2. Let's do a quick clear check. Pistol is clear. We are talking about the FN Reflex. Now this carry option I was quite impressed with. FN, in my opinion, makes excellent rifles. I love their rifles, but for me they struggle a little bit in the handgun realm of it. So when I actually got my hands on this Reflex and shot it and worked it and felt it, I was quite impressed. I don't think it beat out the comparison that we did, but make sure that you go back and check that out if you want to see exactly what the outcome of that was. But the FN Reflex does perform very nicely. I did like it and I do carry it. So the FN Reflex chambered in 9mm is number 2. All right. So number 3, pistol is clear. Let's also talk about everything in your collection you can't possibly love. Now, my least favorite FN would be my 509 Tactical. The trigger on here is horrible. It literally feels like I'm rubbing it on the pavement every time I get into that trigger pull to the wall. It's just awful. Now, I did get an Apex trigger to go ahead and switch that out. Everybody came in the comments, it's like, yo, switch out the trigger. Trust me, you'll love it, you'll love it, you'll love it. I took it to one of my friends. They tried to take it out. They couldn't get it out. I took it to a gunsmith. They tried to take it out. They couldn't get it out. I cannot get it out. So we still have that old raggedy trigger in here because I can't get it out. I have my Apex and there's nothing I can do with it because we can't get it out. So up until now, the 509 Tactical is my least favorite. The pistol is clear. My least favorite of my FN handguns. But once we get that switched around and all that stuff, we should possibly bring this back and give her another run, give her another chance and see if it made a difference. And that is my FN 509 Tactical chambered in 9mm. All right. So up next, we are going to talk about my big boy FNX 45 chambered in 45. As you can see, she's quite tactical as well. She is the X version, threaded barrel, hammer fired, awesome shoot. We got the O-light on her, and this is a serious piece of equipment. The shots out of here are quite impressive. I don't have many 45s, but this is one of my 45s that I lean towards because it is such a great shoot. 45 is a big caliber, but because of the weight and the balance on everything on here, I find it to be a nice, smooth shoot. We have ran a couple drills with her and she performed really, really nicely. She feels good. The grips is something else that I kind of struggle with FN, but it's not anything that I can't, work around or get used to while we are actually, out at the range taking those shots. But as far as my FNX Tactical 45, it's chef's kiss. I love it. All right, so as you guys should know or could know or may not know at this point in the game, my number one thus far, the pistol is clear 10mm. This is the FN 510 Tactical. This has really been performing for me very, very beautifully. I have zero complaints. We have crossed our 1,000 round milestone. We have taken shots with this at 100 yards. We have ran, we have ducked, we have dodged, we have bust waters. We have done it all with her. And I feel like we have, I've gotten pretty, I would like to be more proficient or efficient. I would like to be more efficient with her with hitting the steel at 100 yards without missing. So that will definitely be happening. We will take her back on the range. Hopefully I can compare this to something very quickly. Another 10mm that's out on the market. We did compare it with the SIG. I have not compared it to the Glock, but there's really not too much to compare because they're still kind of different. But if you know or can think of anything that I can compare this to right now that may take me out of or take me off of my high horse on how I feel about this, my new hiking / camping 10mm, let me know, drop it in the comments because I am quite interested to know at this point if there's anything out there that I am going to enjoy just a little bit more. My FN 510 Tactical, chambered in 10mm. Alright. Up next, we are going to talk about some of my big boys. And, well, she's a boy. I usually call them hers. Some of my big boys. And up first, we are going to talk about my Scar 20S chambered in 308. Let me get this out of the way so that you can get a nice, good look. zoom her past. Wonderful shoot. Awesome distance. She looks good, she feels good, and she performs even better. I absolutely love this rifle. I would like to see if I can get me some maybe long distance shooting in a more of a competition setting with this rifle. Although I really enjoy my Ruger, but this here has really performed for me excellently. It has not failed me yet. My FN Scar 20S. Is that in frame? Can you see that? All right. I was gonna put her down, but let me put her here. She'll look better up on the table. Alrighty, so last but not least, this is something that I am very proud of. I'm not gonna say I don't see much people or I don't know anybody else, or I'm not gonna say anything of that, but as far as me, I am very proud of my FN 240. Awesome shoot. This really puts me in the mind of total battlefield. Get out there. She's belt fed. You can run magazines with her. I have not put any type of optics or anything on this because I really enjoy shooting her with the iron sights. I can get 100 yards, maybe a little bit more than 100 yards with her, and I am quite impressed with the ability to do so. So that is why I have not saying that I will not, but as of right now, I enjoy shooting her, should I say bareback? Because this is her back. Shooting her bareback as she is, and she is a world of fun. If you have not experienced anything like this, no, she does not have a happy switch. If she did, I know it would probably be 100 times more fun, or funner, or yeah, more fun. But either way it goes, you put that belt in her and you just let her rip. Yeah, her trigger is kind of heavy, but there's no stopping with getting those shots off and down range. And this is that FN M249 saw. Woo! All right, so as far as what you have seen here today, no, I probably should turn that around. No, I'm not gonna be able to. Can you see that? Can you see that good? All right, let's run down really quickly as to what it is that now, up first, the first thing we spoke about was my FN 502 tactical chambered in 22 LR. Then we talked about our reflex chambered in 9mm. We talked about my FN 509 tactical chambered in 9mm. We talked about my FNX 45 tactical chambered in 45. And we spoke about my FN 510 tactical chambered in 10mm. And as you can see right here up front and center, the FN M249 saw, belt fed and magazine fed. This is chambered in 5.56-223. And we have my FN Scar 20S chambered in 308. So what did you think? What did you see? Let me know how you feel about or felt about my FN collection. So with that being said, Yoke Gang, listen, if you have not yet checked out www.yokegang.com, make sure that you do pick up a t-shirt or a patch, support the channel. Thank you for supporting by watching. Y'all already know I love it when things work. Everything on here works, but I love y'all for life.